Hello, 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 hello. I know I am late. I had to push it back. I had to record our podcast today, but I did watch Raw. I didn't post a lot on Instagram with Raw, but I did post it. Let me make sure everybody knows that I'm live over here since we about 2, 3 hours late. Let me make a quick post about being live on YouTube's. Heard on, y'all. I hope everybody had a good day today. I hope you guys enjoyed Monday Night Raw. It was very good. I liked it a lot. It was an interesting show. And I just was having a good old, grand old time, honey. Okay. Let me post on Instagram right quick. Sorry about that. All right. So we're going to talk about Raw today. I'm going to try and go in order as much as possible. Come join me. Hello, Aaliyah. How are you? My loyal fam bam. What's happening? King K is here, of course. He was the first one here. Let me post that. So everybody know where I'm at. All right. I was very late today. It's 12, about to be 12:30 almost. It's 10 minutes to 12:30. So let's dive into Monday Night Raw. All right. Let me put my banners up. Okay, we did our roast sessions tonight. I'm going to go ahead and post that tonight, as is Raw, Unfiltered, and Uncut. We roasted Tay Conti, Tessa Blanchard, Tommy Dreamer, and we gave X Pac the business today. So, y'all listen to it. I'm going to have it up. I think I'm going to schedule it to go up Tuesday. I wanted to go up Tuesday afternoon. Try to post it to roast sessions on a Tuesday so you guys can listen to it. So let's dive into Monday Night Raw. All right. So did I upload the pictures? I did not. I did not. All right, we're just gonna have to wing this shit. Okay. Now, hello, Moravich. How are you? Hello to everybody coming in. How are you guys doing? I know that it's late, and I know that a lot of y'all want to go to bed or are in bed. You could just listen to me talk. Okay, how's that? So the Hurt Business and New Day basically was on the show and running the show tonight. Of course, we had the opener of the show, which was Big E versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. Okay. My mom was supposed to get the tickets for this Friday and just told me that she forgot. Like, wow. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Um, so this match was going pretty much Bobby Lashley's way. Big E would get some offense going in between there, but most of it was going Bobby's way. And then all of a sudden, thank you. I appreciate that. Then all of a sudden, the Hurt Business reemerges. Now, if you recall a few weeks back, Big E had an interview that was on Complex. And I believe they did an interview on Bleacher Report as well. And Big E was talking about how he wanted to have the Hurt Business come back and play because he really wanted to play off of them and have a good time. And as you can see, they have manifested. So you can see how being a champion and having good rapport in the company can lend to you being able to move the needle a bit when it comes to storylines and providing entertainment on the show. It works out in everyone's favor, and I'm glad that they were able to see that they were necessary and that it would work out in their favor. I'm very happy about that. No. I'll answer your question in a minute. So what we got was a really good match between Big E and Bobby, and of course New Day and Hurt Business. Everybody was fighting. Adam got mad and came down there and said, "Listen, this is not ending this way. We're gonna end this in a steel cage." So the match was set for the end of the night. That was the main event. It was Big E versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. And well, It did not disappoint. I'm going to skip round to that because it was a very good match. Bobby Lashley attacked Big E before the match could even get started, before he could even get inside the cage. He was attacked, brutalized, as they put it on the show. And of course, they moved into the ring, to which Big E did gain some offense and some momentum. He was able to best Bobby Lashley, despite Shelton and Cedric coming down to help Bobby. The bout still ended up going in Big E's favor, and we still have Big E as our champion, and rightfully so. Now, Big E as champion has been getting beat up a lot. I'm not a big fan of that. I never have been. Just because you're a face champion does not mean that you have to keep taking a lot of beatings. I've never liked that booking with WWE, and they need to change that. There is a way to make Big E still look like the ever loving, fun loving guy that he is, but let his intensity and his true nature shine when it is necessary. Stop booking him like he's some pansy, and then all of a sudden he gains the power of positivity at the end of the match to win. No, Big E is big enough, he's strong enough to dominate and still be a good guy. It's all about balance. So if you're listening to this WWE, please don't make him be one of those type of champions where he's got an uphill battle against everybody that he goes up against. I'll get to Drew McIntyre in a minute. Moving on. The Viking Raiders and Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza had a match. So it was basically Garza versus Eric from the Viking Raiders. And Garza was able to get the pin over Eric because of Humberto interfering. So it's very clear that Humberto and Garza are a heel tag team, and they are getting a lot of momentum to move towards those tag team titles. So it's very, very interesting what's going on here with Humberto and Angel Garza. I like it because we get to see them. They're wrestling and they're having a good time. Okay, so good for them. The nothingness match was with Ricochet and Reggie. There was a lot of flips and tricks in that match. For me, it wasn't my cup of tea. I prefer my acrobatics to have a bit more wrestling in it, and this match didn't have enough of it. It got interrupted by R-Truth and Drew Gulak on the guise of Drake Maverick, and so that was the end of that. And basically Reginald flipped his little koala bear ass the fuck up out of there, and Ricochet was left on the outskirts. I feel bad for Ricochet because he deserves better than that. But I see something weird happening with Ricochet and Reginald, possibly leading to them being a tag team in the near future, and I hate it because I don't like Reginald. But we're going to move forward. Keith Lee has reemerged and had a match on the main roster. Keith Lee is called Keith Bearcat Lee. Now, a lot of people are making fun of it. They say it's weird. Why are they calling him Bearcat? Well, it is a call to the very first African American champion. His name was Bearcat, and they gave Keith Lee that moniker out of respect for him. At least that is what is being reported and alleged. It makes sense, and if that's the case, then fine. Even if Keith Lee was like, "Yeah, let's do it," then I'm fine with it. I just want to see the man on TV, and he looks good because he's got his chin strapped back with his beard. I'm like, okay, Keith, me and him real lucky, and you real lucky to have Mia, but I likes me a thick man with a good chin strap, honey. He looks good. Okay. Now, that's kind of one of the reasons why he's been on TV for so long, because he was growing his beard back. Because now Keith Lee is a heel character. Akira Tozawa was in the ring and got bested by Reginald again after his match with Ricochet and after getting stomped out. And of course, he then moved into having his, screaming about having a match of his own. And that is when Keith Bearcat Lee came out and caused a ruckus. Okay. Now, I liked the fact that Big Keith Lee got a big W and they're pushing forward with Keith Lee. Oh, shit. She sent me a video. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Let me answer some of these questions in the comments. Do you think the whole business moves over to SmackDown and they do the Hurt Business versus the Bloodline? No, because it wouldn't make sense. You would have two very similar characters in Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley. Only Roman has more charisma than Bobby does. And then you would have the Hurt Business. I wouldn't have a problem with the Hurt Business going after the Usos, but it wouldn't work out in their favor because they would just get beat. Now, it may work out in Alpha Academy's favor, but I don't know what they're going to do or how they're going to make this play out. I personally would leave the Hurt Business on Raw with New Day and Big E. It's the biggest adversary that Big E and the New Day has as of right now, and it works in their favor in storyline and booking, especially if you're just now putting Bobby Lashley out of title contingency. It works, okay? Even if it was for one night only, it works, all right? So I would leave them there. I wouldn't involve the Bloodline. The Bloodline has their own shit to worry about with Brock Lesnar as of right now. I was happy to see the Hurt Business back. The match skipped on my TV right when the Hurt Business popped up. Humberto is fat man is fine. He always been fine now, but he just got that chin strap and it made him look like a grown man. Okay. The stuff we saw tonight was more extreme than the pay-per-view itself last night. Sheamus and Damien's match was brutal. I'm getting a Sheamus and Damien's match. Big Head Buddy Bynum says hi. Hello. I liked Riddle and Styles match. I'm going to get to that in a second. Tiff, I sent you a video on IG. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, my God. The lady behind the commercial music is here. The lady. Huh? Yeah, she keep using my old. Hey, I can't help it if it's already on my stuff. You ain't made no new music. If you had, you ain't gave it to me. You. A crouton has more personality than Bobby. She said, then Booby, child. I can't. Lumpy Space Princess got her ass whooped tonight. It's double homicide. Charlotte applied the clothesline, then Sis was screaming in pain. Shayna smashed that arm. I'm getting to that too. I haven't had a chance to get to it. I literally just started the show 12 minutes ago. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. I have new music. Oh my God, I love the music. You never asked. You never said anything, Janae. Jesus, Mary Joseph. She been on 1,000. Y'all gonna hear it on the podcast. I'm not editing jack on that podcast. You heard me? Nothing. Not edited. Nada. It's coming out clean. What music did I use? Okay, well, let's give you a little taste of what I used.
Genetics. Tank. Headshot. Tank. Sit down. Tank. Stand up. I just wanna go where you go tonight. Baby, hold my hand. Take me one more time.
Okay, there you go. Those are the music that I use on the page. I love that one. I like them all. Why are you so hard on yourself? Tip, don't be started with me. Hey, quick question. Where can I find the music? That would be Janae. All my music comes from Janae. I don't like the guitar one. Fam. All of it is great. The third one is my favorite. You just had to add. All right. So let's get into what else happened on the show. Damian Priest went up against Sheamus, and this was in a no disqualification. It was basically an Extreme Rules match. It basically was an Extreme Rules match. I don't understand why this match was extreme, but it couldn't be extreme on Extreme Rules. This is another reason why I feel like they should get rid of Extreme Rules and bring back an older pay-per-view. But that's just or make up something new. You know, they made up Great Balls of Fire once and like Fastlane. Like, I like Roadblock End of the Line. I thought that was a really cool pay-per-view. Like, do something like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this was a good match. It was very good. I was kind of checked out of this match because it was repetitive. I had seen it before, but it seemed like it was an end of the feud type of match because they're probably going to get split up. Okay. So a lot of things seem like it was an end of the line type of thing, which I'm okay with that. I'm curious as to what's going to happen Friday. Friday is looming over our heads with this draft, and I'm seriously very anxious about what's going to happen Friday at the draft. But Damian Priest did retain his title, and he's still your United States champion, and that's a very good thing. Moving on, Mansoor Ali and Jeff Hardy were taking on Veer, Shanky, and Jinder, to which they ended up losing. Mansoor was probably the highlight of this match. Mansoor was out there living his best fan life, was out there dancing with Jeff Hardy in the beginning of his entrance, just cutting up, child. And I lived for it, okay? It was a very, very funny night. But Mansoor is one of those type of guys where he can be funny when necessary, but give you a little piece in the ring. And that's kind of what I really like about him. He really was good in the match. He just could not best Shanky. He's a big 7-footer. Jinder Mahal's a big dude, stocky. Like it was, he just couldn't best him. Neither could Jeff Hardy. They were laid out. Ali was left in the ring by himself, and ultimately Veer decimated Ali. It was cool. It was a nice little piece for Veer, Jinder, and Shanky. They needed some momentum. They needed to get pushed ahead a bit. They had been losing incessantly to Drew McIntyre, and it's just about time for them to get a little bit of love and, good vibrations, as they put it. Riddle and AJ Styles had a match as well. Again, I had seen it a lot, so I was not very involved, but I would take a peek every now and then, and it was a pretty damn good match. AJ Styles beat Riddle's ass. Simple as that. Like, he got his ass whipped, okay? It was a clean pin. There wasn't really much to say about it other than at the end, Osmosis Jones, as Janae likes to call him, hit him with a spine buster, and that was the end of that. Randall had took the week off, so he was not there. So next week, they're probably either, if they're still on the show, they're probably going to continue the feud with AJ Styles and Osmosis Jones. With all that being said, Charlotte Flair had herself a little open challenge, and Doudrop went in the back and asked the WWE officials for an opportunity to go up against Charlotte Flair. Now, here's where we're going to make a little note, because I didn't get to roast Sonya tonight, and she was chosen to be on the docket. But since I can't roast her on the show, I'm going to do it right here. Let me tell you something, Sonya. Now, I ain't going to talk about the way you look, because you're a beautiful woman. You wear nice suits, and you look nice, okay? You're real good with your androgyny. It look good on you, okay? But where we draw the line is you disrespecting Naomi. Okay, we got beef because of that. Now, I don't know what your issue is with her. I don't even know if it's got to do with some shit that happened back in the day when your hoe of a best friend was trying to get with her husband to get under her skin over some tough enough shit, and you was hitting her and she was no selling your hits because your hits wasn't doing shit, or if it got a lot to do with something with Ronda Rousey reading you for filth about how you ain't had no career in UFC and you really ain't no MMA fighter, but you like to cosplay as one. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's the issue or what it is, but it really don't matter. But what you're not gonna do is disrespect my good sis Naomi. We not finna do that. Okay, she the only one you target. Now let's call a spade a spade. Naomi came in the office respectfully. She caught you in the hallway. You shied her away, threw her off. Then when it came back the next week, same thing. Shoo, go away. Go away. Shoot. That's what you did. Okay, Naomi got tired of you. She said, put your goddamn phone down, bitch, and tell me what my next match is. And now you mad. Okay, now you want to reprimand the girl. Now you want to wait till she get in the ring and come in the ring and say you're going to slap the glow off her face, but you a WWE official now, so you ain't got time. No, what it is that you don't have the skill or the talent, but you think you do. But since you don't. Okay. Okay, now what she said on the show was she was like, I don't even know why Naomi's on our roster on SmackDown anyway. She shouldn't even be there. As if to say she's not worthy of being there. And then last Friday, you alluded to the fact that Naomi loses a lot. Well, we can look at your record. You ain't got but a few matches on it anyway. You lost to Mandy. Mandy whooped your ass. Well, sort of. And then you lost pretty much every big match that you done had. Okay, you done lost up against Asuka. You lost that. That was a big match. That was a few years ago. Pretty much everything you had was embroidered with Mandy, because she was at the forefront of your little crew. That pretty much was where it was. And then you had to do some personal issues that I'm not gonna make fun of because that was serious and that was hurtful. So that part I'm gonna skip over. You came back and you decided to be an official. Okay, great. Everybody coming in your office demanding shit. Now, how come Charlotte Flair can come in the office and demand rematch after rematch after rematch after rematch to finally become Raw Women's Champion, but Naomi can't even get a fucking match? How come Zelina Vega's Red Rooster, red dye spill headed ass can come in your office and demand a match after a match after a match, even though she's a loser? In the words of Don, she's a loser. Okay, she won one match against Liv, and that was last Friday. Ever since then, she's been on a loser streak. She was a loser. But you gave her an opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Same with Carmella. Gave her the big kahuna multiple times. Loser. Loser. But you ain't got no beef with them. But your beef is with Naomi. Yeah, I'm on your ass. Because you wrong. I don't know what your problem is with her or why you got such a hard on for her. I mean, did you try to get at her and she told you no? Like, did she turn it down, sis? What's going on? Why are you so angry with her? It's all right. Because I'm going to sentence you and then we're going to move on, okay? Okay, I sentence you. Let me see. Where can I sentence you? I sentence you in the basement, in a chair, tied up, watching old episodes of Spike TV. With the Mansers and all of the episodes of Mansers on repeat. I sent you to the most manliest shit you could watch on TV for the next 3 days. And then I want you to come out and apologize to Naomi and give her the match she deserves. It need to be Mandy. It need to be Naomi versus Sonya. And whatever you want, bitch. I quit. Special stipulation. Whatever you want to do. But I'm going to tell you this. Don't come at Naomi's neck like that no more. Because when you get the opportunity to get the big chance, you fall short every time. It's proven that Naomi know how to get the bag. You don't, sis. So you had to hang up the boots so you can go be an official to make the matches because your ass couldn't win them. Okay? Okay. Maybe I'll switch your punishment out. You want me to switch it out? I'll switch it out. I sent you to go watch Tessa Blanchard wrestle at her and her husband's wrestling training facility in a chair, tied up. You can't wrestle. You can't call no matches. You can't do nothing. All you can do is sit there and watch Tessa the Ballchinian wrestle. Okay? Okay, baby. Moving on. Okay, because she pissed me off. I didn't get to roast her ass on the show today, so I had to give you a little something. All right, now, like I said, Charlotte Flair had the open challenge today. Okay, and she went up against Piper. Piper wouldn't ask for the opportunity. She got it. Now, Eva, Lumpy Space Princess Marie came out there, distracted Piper, and Piper got beat by Charlotte. Okay, this has been happening in a lot of Charlotte's matches. Distraction, she gets the win, and it looked like, she is the queen of the world. Okay, I need for Charlotte to get her comeuppance because even though she dressed like a villain, she ain't got the chops to be a real one. Okay, so I need her to get her comeuppance. All the other villains got taken out. Okay, the fucking Ursula, that bitch got killed. Okay, she dead. Maleficent dead, killed by the prince. Okay, who else she cosplaying as? Cruella dead. Died. Dead to dead, okay? Or she went to prison. One of the two. I can't really right off remember. But anyway, she deserved to die for cutting them damn coats off them puppies. But anyway, Cruella got her comeuppance, okay? Now, Venom, that's a comic book head's Thanos dead. Thank you, Don. Thanos dead. Dead. Dead as a doornail. Okay, not coming back. Okay, got his ass whipped. All right, tag team whipped. All right. Okay. Janae said she want a month of Raw episodes with no DQs, distraction finishes, and etc. I have to agree. Now I wrote down these matches, and out of all of these matches, at least 3 of them was on a roll up. Now I'll admit it was more balanced tonight than it was any other night, but it was a lot of DQs and distraction finishes tonight, and that can be pretty irritating. So I agree with Janae on that one. Okay, now I'm not back to Charlotte. All of the people you cosplaying as done died at some point, except for Venom. You know he don't really die. You know. Hold on. Did you see my previous comments? Oh, that's just painful. Are you taping her eyes open? Oh, yes, she can have her eyes open. I don't want her to close her eyes. I want her to watch Tessa wrestle. I want her to watch her wrestle, and then I want her to listen to Tessa Blanchard's inspiring words, because she said on her Twitter that she's been called, a big chin. She looked like a man. She ain't got no ass. She hipless. And her best friend Izzy high-fived her. Girl, you said that. But she forgot to say that she's a racist, pompous asshole with a disrespectful mouth, and she spit on bitches. She forgot that. But y'all can hear all that on the podcast, okay? Now, I'm going to let Sonya sit there, and if Tessa decides to spit, that's on Tessa, okay? I ain't got nothing to do with all that, all right? That's on her. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to move on. We're going to move on because Goldberg decided he had a little massage. He decided he had a little massage for Bobby Lashley, as Janae like to call him sometimes. He decided he had a little massage. Okay, he wanted to make sure that he knew that he was still upset about his little old son, Gage, getting put in, the full Nelson, or they call it the Hurt Lock? Hurt Lock. Okay, he was very upset about that. Had his little baby picture on there with him holding him in the palm of his hand. It was real sharp. It was real sharp for Goldie. Okay, Goldberg went all out to make sure you felt that emotion. And then we moved on. Okay. All right. Now we're going to move on because I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't even listen to the promo. I had it on mute. Okay, I had it on mute. I didn't care. All right, it didn't matter to me. I just want to see the damn match. If you're going to whoop Bobby Lashley's ass, please do it. Please do it already, because I'm sick of him. His baby RoboCop looking ass been crying for the last 3 weeks because he ain't got no championship. My knee was messed up. My knee was messed up. Well, bitch, it wasn't messed up tonight, so what's your excuse? You have no excuse, sir. None. You lost. Please move on. Please. Police. Okay? Sitting up there crying on national TV. You're a grown fucking man. Crying. I want my title back. My name is messed up. You're a coward, chicken shit. You're a cow. Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Because you did the same thing to Drew McIntyre. You couldn't beat him head on. So you used the Miz to get the title off of him and took the title from him. And that's how you got your championship. So let's call a spade a spade. Who's the coward? Who's the pussy? Okay. Hopefully we don't have to see your bald-headed ass no more. Your eyebrows was fading. You might want to go back to your girl and get your eyebrows put back on. Might I make a suggestion? Maybe you should try lace front eyebrows. I hear they all the rage. Okay, you get you some good bold hold glue, and you go to an esthetician and have the girls put your brows on. That way you don't have that gray spot in your brows and that light reflecting off of your eyebrows, because you don't have no brows, baby. You just got skin and a forehead. So basically what you do is you get you a nice net, and they make the little brow, and then they can cut it and shape it and make it as full or as thick as you want it, honey. Okay? And it look real sharp for you. It look real nice. All right? All right, we're gonna move on because I forgot a match. Karrion Cross had a match today with Jackson Triple K Riker. Okay, and Riker got his ass whooped, and rightfully so. Okay, we don't like Riker in these parts, and if you like Riker, you can have him. Okay, I don't like Riker because he's a racist, pompous asshole, and he losing his hair. Okay, and it's a lot of male pattern baldness going on in the WWE. A lot of people is bald, going bald, halfway bald. They holding on to fragments of hair. If you got hair straggling around the edges of your head, just shave it. Paul Heyman, I'm talking about you, bitch. You're bald headed. Accept it. Okay? We tired of looking at them little scragglers of hair. You keep gelling down and combing down on TV, and then you got the nerve to be brushing it down so it lay flat and it's wet. Don't make no damn sense. That hair don't grow. Oh, I'm just irritated today. I'm just upset, honey. Anyway, now after this match with Charlotte Flair, I skipped the part with that. After the match with Charlotte, Eva Marie took great pride in costing Piper this opportunity against Charlotte, which in hindsight, Piper did very well against Charlotte. Charlotte could not best her. She couldn't lift her. She couldn't move her. Piper could have had that match had Eva not came out there to distract her. Now I thought that they was finished, that this was over and done with. But clearly Eva ain't got shit else to do. Okay, she don't have shit else to do. All right. So Eva decided she wanted to grandstand while the queen was still getting her hand raised. And Miss Mama said, bitch, if you don't get the fuck out my ring, she whooped her ass. That hoe kicked her dead in her face. And then walked out with her title. Now, Little Miss Bliss ain't been seen since she was started crying because Lily, got tore up. They advertised her like she was going to show up, but she wasn't there. I'm real curious as to what they going to do with Bliss now. That she done lost Lily and she pretty much done lost it. Okay. Now, what they should have did is fuck with Charlotte today while she had her match with Piper. That's what they should have did. But, WWE don't know what the hell they doing. Now, at the end of the match with Big E and Bobby Lashley, we got a little call back to the next feud that Big E is gonna have or may have. Drew McIntyre shows up. Now, we all know that the stipulation was that Drew could never challenge for the title as long as RoboCop had it. And lo and behold, he does not have it, which means he is well within his right to attempt to challenge Big E for that championship. Now, as much as I love seeing my Scottish psychopath, I have to side with the consensus of let somebody else get the juice first. I'm not saying that Drew can't go up against Big E and give Big E a good feud. Excuse me. I'm just saying maybe they give it a rest first and let Big E get his feet wet with some other people, and then they move into Drew. Huh? Okay. That was pretty much Monday Night Raw. Okay. It was a good show. It was decent. It flowed nice. It moved so quickly. I didn't even realize that it was almost over. So it was a very, very good show. So shout out to you, WWE, for being able to put on the show that held everybody's attention. Let me put some of these comments in here. Goldberg was talking about him protecting his son the day Gage popped out and that Bobby's going to get his. You didn't miss a lot. I ain't need a recap. I read the caption. I just didn't listen to it. I was in here trying to get some stuff done for work, and I would look up and he was talking. I knew what he was talking about. I didn't care to listen to it. I didn't care. When is Elias supposed to be debuting? I don't know. Go on Elias' Twitter and ask him. Go ask him. Because I don't know, baby. I have no clue. If I had information like that, bitch, the dirt sheets would be a hell of a place. Okay? I forgot Riker existed. You should forget. He don't exist. He doesn't exist, baby. He's a fragment. Not a figment, but a fragment of your imagination. So take that fragment, stomp on it, put it in the toilet, take a dump, and then flush it. Okay? I didn't even know that Riker still had a job. I was actually surprised. Unfortunately, yes, he does. I do know Alexa is on vacation while planning her wedding and she deserves some time off. She was working all the PC era. Good for her. Drew McIntyre. I done heard Joe's sentiments about Drew McIntyre. I ain't trying to listen to it no more. Lily could be sewn back together with the black string like Frankenstein's monster. That would be cool. Yeah. Yes, RoboCop. He looks like RoboCop. Fuck Drew because of all people. Him and that damn Party City sword. First of all, you're not gonna be talking about my Scottish psychopath. Okay, I had to listen to Alexis and Nicole and Janae talk about my Scottish psychopath. Y'all not gonna be talking about him like that. I'm not playing with y'all. What do you think of Bearcat Lee's match? Sorry if you already talked about this. I've been trying to get to the live because I've been busy. You can come back to this later, of course. I thought the match was fine. It was a way to show Keith Lee's dominance and his heel turn. It was okay. I want to see what he's gonna do when he has a real adversary. I see Bearcat Lee going up against Damian Priest and possibly being the heel adversary to take that title off of Damian. That's probably gonna happen if he stays on Raw and if Keith Lee stays on Raw. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Fuck y'all. Shit. Y'all got any more questions before we move on to the pseudo draft? I'm not sure who I like more, Lily or Angela. Who the fuck is Angela? Who is Angela? I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that, you hateful bitch. I'm not reading it. I'm sick of you. I'm as sick of you. Oh, that's a sword. I don't really have an attachment to either of them, so I don't care. I'm not reading it. He can also get the mid title if Shinsuke comes to Raw as well. I mean, yeah, but I'd rather see Keith go up against Damian. No shade to Shinsuke, but that's just something I want to see. Read it, ho. Nope. Your mama. Yo, mama. You started. No, I'm not reading it. Baby, you better go get your car off the street. Any whoosies. Anything else before we move on? I promised I would do a draft, and y'all can tell me, give me some names, and I'll tell you where I think they're gonna go. Let's do it that way, because I can't remember everybody on the. I can't remember everybody that's on the rosters as of right now. So y'all just gonna have to help me out right quick. Spices scattered on the floor except salt. You hateful bitch. I hate her. She's so goddamn petty. Sasha Banks, more than likely she will stay on SmackDown. Okay. Sasha is a draw. Whether you love Little Boy Blue or hate her, she is a draw. And she's one of the top billing stars. More than likely she will be on SmackDown. Orton. I don't see Orton leaving Raw. It's possible, but I doubt it. Ricochet. I would send Ricochet to SmackDown personally. And after this bullshit match with Reginald, I feel like he's earned the right to go over there. And they can have him and Damian Priest have a feud. You know, let them do something. If Damian goes to SmackDown. If not, you can have Ricochet go over there with Shinsuke and, you know, fight some shit out. Have a couple cool matches, you know, really tear some shit up, you know. Maybe even turn heel. Drew McIntyre need to take his Party City sword and go somewhere. He gonna be right at your house. Sitting there looking at you. and Janae. Now what? I'm sick of y'all. Talk about my Drew. Kenny gonna go home. She needs some good water after the partying that Kenny did. She needs some water, okay? Kenny getting drafted to her house, confined to her bed for the next 2 days with nothing but an IV drip. Cause her blood is literally alcohol. She ain't got no blood in there, it's just alcohol. A mess. Okay, so for women, Frankie Monet. For men, Cesaro. I would leave Cesaro on SmackDown. I think that's the best place for him. As far as Frankie goes, I would send her to Raw. I think Frankie going to Raw is the best aspect for her. It works out in her favor. She's got a big personality. She would shine heavily on Raw. And I don't think John Morrison is going anywhere, so they both could stay. Distinguished twins. They're going to be with Roman. Roman isn't leaving Raw. Roman and the Bloodline as a whole are all going to be on Monday Night Raw. They're not going anywhere. Don't do Drew his sword. That sword will slice and dice you. I don't really give a damn about the sword. Just don't do Drew. I definitely see Sheamus being moved to SD. He doesn't have to. He could stay. But I did choose for Sheamus to go to SmackDown. Only because it'd be really interesting to see if Sheamus would try to challenge Roman for that title. That sword ain't slicing nothing but the air. Oh. What brand would you put Liv Morgan on? I think Liv needs to stay on SmackDown. I think that's where she's getting the best build. That's where she's getting the most momentum. And it's the smaller of the two brands. She won't get lost. She needs to stay there. WWE. Okay, baby. Drew with his fine ass. He is fine. Oh, God. The Street Profits and Bianca. I don't think they need to be moved. As of right now, the Street Profits are the best adversary for the Usos outside of New Day if they were moved, which I don't think they are. Really, there's no other tag team on SmackDown's roster outside of the Alpha Academy, which it looks like they're going to move into, that could really give the Usos any run for their money. And quite frankly, I don't think the Alpha Academy is going to do anything either. The Street Profits just need to regroup and get themselves back on track. They were attacked prior to the match, which should give them a little bit of credibility as to going back after those titles. I think they could very well get them back by next year. Because by then, I think the bloodline is going to be broken up. Might not be soon next year, but it'll be in the middle, probably somewhere around Money in the Bank, or maybe a little bit after WrestleMania. You're going to start to see the cracks by Royal Rumble, but by WrestleMania, they're probably going to be broken apart or getting ready to break up. Trust me. Seth. I think Seth needs to go to Raw. I think Bianca needs to stay on SmackDown as well. I don't think moving her is a smart move. Bianca is a draw. And the more they book her in these high-profile matches with the Four Horsewomen, the better off they'll be. If I were them, I would draft Sasha Banks. I would draft Sasha Banks to Raw if Bayley stays on SmackDown. If not, I would draft Bayley to Raw and let Sasha stay. And I would send Charlotte to SmackDown and send Bayley over there. But I would have had her drop the title if that was going to happen. I think Charlotte's probably going to stay on Monday Night Raw, unfortunately. But yes, I would send Seth to Raw. They need him over there. I think Seth would be a good adversary for Big E if they plan on giving Big E a decent title reign. He is another person that Big E could topple and actually work with and have a really good storyline with. Seth Rollins is one of the best to do it as of right now outside of Roman. He's in his bag too. So let him have it. You know what I'm saying? Carmella taking herself to Raw with Corey. I mean, if that's where they gonna put her, I don't care. Xia Li. I put Xia Li on SmackDown. I think she would work better on SmackDown. I know I pick SmackDown a lot, but I would put Xia on SmackDown. Dakota I would put on Raw. I think Dakota would fare better on Raw, and she should get a nice build for her character as well. Like I said, I would put Xia Li on SmackDown. I think she'd be a good adversarial heel character for Bianca to work with. That might also help her calm down a bit, perfect her kicks so she's not actually knocking people out. She's done it to a couple people, and I know she's not doing it on purpose, but she's got to perfect it. And I think working with the best is the best way to perfect it. Like iron sharpens iron. Okay. Also, I kind of see Shayna moving to SmackDown with her new momentum. What do you think? I wouldn't move her. I would not move her. With the way that she is right now, her attacking people like this, it's only a matter of time before she goes up against Charlotte. You need to have her there. Leave her there. I would move Nia before I would move her. I would love to see Damian and Cesaro have a feud on SD, and then have Sheamus and Cesaro have a feud for the United States title on SD. I'm tired of looking at Sheamus with that title. So, no thank you. But if that's what you want, that's fine. But for me, I'm good. Not me playing GTA Online for the first time in months. Yes, months. I can't with you. Stupid ass. That's what I put my story on. Both men have amazing chemistry with almost everyone. I'm sure they will work amazingly together. Nia needs to get on SD and Carmella and Zelina to Raw. Would you have Sasha put Sasha Banks on Raw? No. I would leave her on SmackDown. Do you think they'll split Natalya and Tamina? I definitely see it, but I hope they stay as a team just for the growth of the tag team division. I think they're going to get split up personally, but if they didn't, I wouldn't care. As much as I advocated for Tamina and Natalya to be tag champs, that was because I really wanted Tamina to get a belt. But them as a tag team to me don't really work. They don't really work as a tag team. They work more specifically as individuals who happen to have a move set that works better with each other. Call ups. You mean from NXT? I would put Raquel, if she drops the title, can come up. Frankie, if she doesn't get the title, can come up. Gargano would be sent up. If he doesn't want to wrestle, I would let him have his last run out his contract at NXT, and then I wouldn't re-sign him. I'm just being honest. I would let him go wherever he wants to go and wrestle how he wants to wrestle. I would call up Io Shirai. I would call up Ember again. If not again, I let her contract run out and then she would be on her merry way. Same thing for Ciampa. I let his contract run out. He'd be on his merry way. I would call up LA Knight immediately. Cameron Grimes could come up. He's ready. Legado del Fantasma is more than prepared to come up. I would pull them up after this feud with Hit Row. I would let them stay in NXT for a couple months, probably until they got to a takeover. Let them have that last takeover, and then I would have them come up to the main roster. Hit Row, I would let Hit Row stay down there for another year or two, especially to get BFAB together. Once they got that together, I would bring them up as a collective. I would not split them up. I would bring them up as a group. And then after about 6 months, maybe a year on the main roster as Hit Row, then I would start to break them down as a group. Who else? Call up. May you come in? Sure, Donnie. Of course. Call ups. Who else? I didn't mention everybody. If I miss somebody, y'all gonna tell me. Spanish Rachel. I want her to go up if she loses the title. I do. Some people you can just tell what kind of show they belong to. Like this person is a SmackDown character or this person is a Raw character. That's very true, Kenny. I agree. Would you put unblended highlighter Eva Marie on SmackDown? Absolutely not. She can stay where the fuck she at. I would love to see Shayna and Charlotte have a feud. I mean, that's where it seems to be heading with them two. So that's fine. Would you keep Ali and Mansoor on Raw? Um,
No.
I kind of like them on Raw, but I think that they would get a better shot on SmackDown. It just would work out better in their favor if they were on SmackDown. So I probably would send them to SmackDown for sure. Tip and LA Knight, I don't blame you. He has the full package of a main roster big star. I love LA Knight. I don't know why people hate LA Knight so much. LA Knight is very much a callback to what the old school wrestlers were. They were loudmouths. They were good wrestlers, well built, very attractive most of the time, and they just had personality. Like he's what you would want in terms of being a perfect wrestler. I don't understand how you don't like that. What NXT UK star would you bring to the main roster? See, because I don't watch it religiously enough to give you my full assessment of NXT UK, I would leave them where they're at. Like, if they don't want to come to the States, they don't have to. NXT UK is a whole other niche market that exists on its own plane. Now, if they created a main show for them over there and they called it something else, then that'd be different. Then I'd be like, okay, move them to their main show. You feel what I'm saying? But they don't. They move from NXT UK to NXT. So let them stay in NXT for a little while. Let them get their feet wet there. Then move over to NXT, and then they can move over to the main roster. I think Kaylee Ray should stay in NXT just for a little bit. She's ready for the main roster, but I like seeing her in NXT. She's a little bit more tame than she was in NXT UK, but that's okay. Anybody from NXT UK, Jenny would go to SmackDown if you would live. If she go to Raw, she would feud with Piper. That's one of the reasons why I don't want the NXT UK talent to just go to the main roster, because it seemed like all of y'all immediately put them with other NXT UK talent, and at some point they gotta get their feet wet elsewhere. Putting her with Liv is fine, I guess, but Liv just started getting momentum, and I don't know if I would do that. I would let her go to NXT before 2.0 before I would let her go to the main roster. That's just me personally. Johnny Gargano should get called up. He doesn't want to go to the main roster. That's why I said if he doesn't want to go, let his contract run out, and then he can go ahead and wrestle wherever he wants to wrestle.
Shit, now the best time to do it.
Yeah. T-Bar and Mace. They can stay on Raw.
Yeah.
They can stay there. I don't even think we said T-Bar and Mace on the podcast. Showed it. We showed did not, honey. Forgot all about Jiggly Booty. Forgot all about him.
Not Jiggly Booty.
His ass do be jiggling. Got them fuck me shorts on when he come out there. Anyway, can they give LA Knight a dummy button? Because that shit was funny in TNA. I don't know if he can use any of that gimmick in WWE. You know they trademark all that shit. So I don't know. Maybe he'll come up with something else. Tony. I like Tony on SmackDown. All they gotta do is start putting her on TV, and Tony will be fine. Bliss, if you haven't done her, she can stay on Raw. It seems like she's finna get a character switch anyway. So if they put her back to being Little Miss Bliss, then she can stay there. Even if she become a darker version of herself, she can stay there. I don't give a shit. Balor. I like Balor. I think Balor being on SmackDown works out better for him than him going to Raw.
Fuck? Yeah.
Because right now Big E's champion, and I don't want Balor to take the title off of Big E.
This TV is tripping.
I really want him to. If he's gonna take anybody's title, it could be Nino's. He could take Nino's title. I don't care. But not my Big E. KO Well, see, KO's a catch-22. Him and Sami Zayn, their contracts are getting ready to be up too, and they might not re-sign with WWE. So if that's the case, then
Corrupt.
there ain't no point in them getting drafted, if you ask me. But they still gonna get drafted Friday and Monday, like any other normal superstar. So if I had to pick a place for KO to go, KO going back to Raw might work out in KO's favor. Seeing as how they booked him pretty strong at the beginning of SmackDown's pandemic era with Roman. He's got a program with um Corbin, but I probably would switch off and send Corbin's ass to Raw and then leave Kevin on SmackDown, and maybe he can have a good battle with Damian Priest and go back to heel Kevin or something. That might work out for him better because I can't stand Corbin. When they on Raw, you can kind of ignore him a little bit more on Raw. I don't like Corbin. I hate his natural guts. Get my pretzels back, please. Yeah, I just mentioned Corbin. He can go to Raw with Riddick Moss. Him and that fake ass laugh they had this past Friday. Riddick Moss definitely got a speech impediment. He should not be laughing like that on national TV.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway. All right. Think Bliss is staying. Mason, no, he got cake. I guess that waist trainer he was wearing a couple months ago worked out for him.
Please be quiet.
That nigga was wearing that waist trainer.
I sent Carmella to Raw.
She can go to Raw. She ain't been on Raw her whole career.
Okay. She only been on Raw like she had a match on Raw once.
But she ain't never actually been a Raw.
No, she never been on Raw.
Aaliyah, I don't care where she goes. I don't care.
The Q-Force.
I feel like Balor needs to go to Raw. You always feeling something. I feel like he's in a bit of an awkward situation right now. Moving to be Raw would be refreshing. In what capacity? Because he'd be going up against Big E.
I wouldn't even say that. He just got back.
He literally just popped up on SmackDown a few months ago. Matter of fact, it was the night they debuted the live show for SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
So what was refreshing? The last couple of months? I ain't even trying to shit on that. I'm just asking. Carmella can stay where the fuck she at. No, she can go to Raw. I keep Sammy on SmackDown. I wouldn't mind Sammy staying on SmackDown if his ass stay in WWE.
Sami Zayn and AJ Styles with or without Omos. Okay.
Why? What you want the remote for? You can't talk? You don't know how to talk now?
I don't want to see the thumbnails on YouTube.
Oh, okay. We can talk now. You're being real shake. Don't you snatch. Don't snatch for me.
You're recording.
Being real nice. Anyway, Sami Zayn and AJ Styles with or without Omos. Omos could take his ass home personally. But since he there and we got to assess him, I think they're going to send Omos wherever AJ Styles go. And as long as Paul Heyman is on SmackDown, AJ Styles will not be there. He's going to be drafted to Raw. That's not happening. I just told you why.
Is he gonna beat his big roly poly?
Because he's not going over there because he don't like Paul Heyman. You don't like him. Can I have the tea before you go to bed? Please. A lot of water. All right. Y'all want to know who Corbin look like right now with them hats and shit? Hold on, I'll send it to you. Oh, God. What are you playing, Don?
I'm trying to find something to watch on Netflix. That's my loud ass remote control that's doing all this clicking.
Wherever Aaliyah goes, she just gonna be in the back. Toodles. Let me go find the pic. I can't. WWE is about to come up with their draft picks right before the show.
During the spades game.
July 16th, my day of birth. Okay. Elias. Um, I don't really care where he go. It'd be cool if he went to SmackDown, I guess. I don't know what they're gonna do with him. Viking Raiders. They can send the Viking Raiders to SmackDown and it ain't look like they gonna do nothing with them on Raw.
Only if
Reservation, dog.
Roman didn't have Paul Heyman on his side.
They said check out Midnight Mass on Netflix.
For why?
I don't know. Guess it's something to watch. I would say yes, switch to Mysterios with the Viking Raiders. No, like
Break
Ray's
them
gonna
motherfuckers
retire.
out. Let him get his feelings hurt by his son. So he can go sit down.
I just let Ray retire and then Dominic can stay on SmackDown. And Dirty Dogs with Mansoor and Ali. I guess. Are these matched or draft picks? The draft picks. I seen who he looked like then. There's more peeps. He looked like, but mainly that one. He looked dead, Kenny. Oh my God. That is decrepit. Like, Ray should have been hung up the boots because Lord. I don't know what to tell y'all. Other than, you got an arrow? Other than, those are my picks from what y'all sent. Because I ain't going to be able to remember all the people on the draft. Sorry, I got confused with Marlon's wording. Oh, he was talking about tag teams. I ain't trying to be funny, but it say draft on the screen. Shut up. Stupid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But you guys enjoy Raw. That's impossible.
Okay, Lee, I got you. All right, y'all. So what y'all want to talk about? Otherwise, I'm gonna go to bed.
Oh,
I'm telling y'all,
yeah,
go listen it down for the count, man.
go listen down for the count. It'd be funny.
Hello. Did anyone watch Seth on Broken Skull Sessions? I forgot.
I started it. I didn't finish it.
I forgot, but I did see how he proposed to Becky, which I thought was sweet.
I was too up there in the clouds to pay attention.
Is that mayonnaise?
I think so. Mayonnaise and
Dry.
butter.
Ew.
You don't like mayo noir?
Mm. Ryan got me watching Chappelle show, and it's a skit where he got two old ass white people rubbing mayonnaise and butter all over themselves.
Dave running for mayor. And that's how he go cheat sex and scare kids and not having sex while doing sex with old people.
Ugh. That is nasty.
That's funny as hell.
People were talking about Rhonda's baby name. Hawaiian names are sacred and unique, but they can be long as hell. Her husband is from Hawaii, and he seemed to be a part of the. I think he's part Pacific Islander, so that's her the baby name. She can do what she wants. It's her baby.
Did you say
All
what the
right.
name was?
It's real long. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. I'm gonna cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Out of respect for that man's name, I'm not gonna mention it because I don't even know how to say it.
But you can call her Sparkle.
Her name is real pretty. Her first name is real pretty.
In slow motion.
Y'all ain't said nothing about them motherfucking people naming their kids Apple. Don't say shit
Don
about that.
Fu, Bobby Lashley, Brock, Edge, Garza, Humberto. To where?
Okay, why you mention all them? Where they going? I don't think Hit Row getting called up. They ain't had time in NXT yet.
Okay, Brady. Brady gotta get her shit together. She gotta get her shit together. They trying to get called up. When she is not gonna be in the ring.
He said no matter what you do, it always look better in slow motion. That's the bit.
What is with the fan?
You don't watch these Broken Stone sessions? They good. You know, ones
What
people
is
that you
going
like.
on?
Again, he said no matter what you do, everything always look better in slow motion. So that's the bit that he's doing right now.
I can't. Rude gives me SmackDown vibes, so he's staying right where he at. I split them up to be honest with you.
Okay. I don't see why Bobby Roode wasn't taken serious when he got there.
My favorite is the blind KKK member, Whack Arnold's making the band skit and the real world skit. That shit is funny. I like Charlie Murphy's stories.
Okay.
Or Othoma. Lord have mercy. She sound like a damn disease. I didn't need to know the baby name. I saw it on Instagram. No, I was mad about Gwyneth Paltrow.
I think we all was mad. I think we were all upset.
Name that girl Apple. Now she's a teenager. Name freaking Apple. Well, life short, then you die.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
You live. It sucks. Then you die.
Yep. I think we might be getting a title change tomorrow for the NXT Women's Championship. Okay,
I
you keep
hope
hope
so.
alive. You keep hope alive. So after the crown jewel, it's Royal Rumble, right?
No, it's TLC.
Uh-huh.
It's yeah.
Yeah, it's TLC. Survivor Series, then
Yeah.
TLC.
You skipped a whole lot of pay-per-views, Kim.
Like two of them.
She skipped a few.
Girl, you ate all that ice cream.
Damn, I dropped
What
that
happened
cover.
in these last 3 days? I mean, think about it.
You finna slow mo this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Jared, why the fuck is he watching this? That's fucking nasty! Gerard! That is gross. I can't wait for the roast sessions. The previous episode is still funny. And it'll take forever eternity for Tip to wait for Maria's thesis paper. I still want that fucking paper.
You're not getting that paper.
That bitch keep ducking and dodging me. She done went and made whole fucking tournaments and shit.
Tiffany, you're not getting that paper.
And still ain't wrote that goddamn paper.
Tiffany, you'll get your.
I want a full bibliography too. I don't want no half-ass shit.
We have to bring the Xbox in here before you get that damn paper.
She better use them lips and do something. Shit.
There we go.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
Not happening.
I'm tired of her.
She didn't talk enough to make a 10-page paper.
You better make it at least 5. That ain't even college prep. That's like a kindergarten paper. My auntie was going to name her baby Apple, but my grandma stopped her. That's a good grandma right there. That's a good grandma. She was thinking on her feet. Okay? Are you finna go to Salem? You're going to take a lot of videos and pictures. Just don't send them to me. Send them in the group chat. I don't want them. I don't want them demons in my inbox. I don't want that there. I get scared real easily.
I love the movie Salem Witch Trials though.
The racial draft.
Mm-hmm.
Crown
Dave
Jewel
Chappelle was
Survivor
ahead of his
Series
time.
DLC Day 1.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is Day 1?
It's the Atlanta pay-per-view they're supposed to have.
Oh, on January 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I was gonna see if I can get tickets to that.
I'm sitting here thinking that she forgot Survivor Series. She did. I honestly don't be knowing what pay-per-view be next until they do the promo for them. Okay, baby. Ooh, that Tommy Davidson.
No, that's Most Def.
That was Most Def. They picked Tiger Woods.
Yeah, they took Tiger Woods.
That did not age well. I would have left his ass where I found him.
The Asians took the Wu-Tang Clan.
No, they did not.
Yep.
Most Def look like Tommy Davidson. Say he don't.
That he probably do, but that's Most Def up there with a stupid ass.
He about to list her husband Mike as a credible source. No, bitch. He is not a credible source. If you do that, that's like putting Wikipedia down in your bibliography. Automatic F. I might go see Venom Friday. I don't know. They supposed to debut it on HBO Max.
No,
Yes.
they just ran the commercial when I was downstairs. They said it's only in theaters. It's not.
They ran a commercial a few weeks ago that said it was going to be in HBO Max and in theaters. So which is it?
From what I don't know. The commercial I seen, they said it's only released in theaters this Friday.
All right. So I wonder if the WWE shakeup is after New Year. Okay, King, tell me why they would do a whole draft and then shake up the WWE again 2 months later. I'm not even trying to be funny or to front you out. I'm just asking because you have to think, like, why would I go through all the trouble of doing this draft only to shake everything up again a few months later? That don't make no sense. If you're going to do the shakeup, do it after WrestleMania. They should have did the shakeup after Bianca won the title.
Mm-hmm.
That's when they should have shook shit up. And then you had a draft. You push my pillow on the floor.
No.
It's off the floor. I know you did. The Jewish people pick Lenny Kravitz.
Mm-hmm.
They can have him. Don, you should get Tim high and then go live. That would be hilarious. I am not allowed to do recreational drugs. Because I'm already stupid. So
We'll see.
I mean, that's when I would do it if the New Year changes, just like 12 people do. I'm going to ask you again. Hold on, I'm going to eat this pretzel. Tell me why you would do a shakeup after you just had a draft in October. Right after New Year's. Think about how close that is. I could understand after WrestleMania, because WrestleMania, it always feel like a year done went by, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand. But you're talking about doing a draft Friday and then Monday and then turning around in January and doing a shakeup. Think about what I'm saying. This is October, November, December, January, 4 months. In 4 months, you're going to shake up the WWE. They could have shook up the WWE at Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? She was giving away.
Because they drafted Colin Powell. And then most definitely, we as the Black Dealer Nation accepts the whites draft pick to take Colin Powell, but you got to take all his rights. But now they're trying to get Eminem.
Where did you get them bell bottom pants from? Who did they give him?
O.J. Simpson back.
Hell no. They could have kept his old ass. It's only in theater. Damn, I hate it when Jared be right. He hold that shit over my head with the quickness. What's Halloween Kills? What is that? I don't think Chucky gonna be all that good. I think y'all gonna be disappointed.
Dang, it ain't
Y'all been
came out
waiting
yet.
a whole year. I think y'all gonna be disappointed.
Have I ever been in a haunted house? If so, what was your experience like? Nope.
They was there.
Never been to a haunted house.
Damn. Have I ever been to haunted house? If so, what was your experience like? Oh, the hub got mini story. I ain't never went because I punched somebody. I'm not fucking playing. Don't touch me. You jump out in front of me.
Your bonds, nigga.
You jump out in front of me and try to scare me or do like you're gonna get in my face. I will kick you in the balls. Devil's lettuce is bad for you. I don't smoke it, but yeah, it's devil's lettuce, girl. It's horrible. It come right out the ground. It's just like smoking parsley. You all right?
Okay.
The Chucky
I'm
commercials look
perfectly
so
fine.
good. Y'all said the same thing about Mortal Kombat, and every one of y'all was hating on it.
Not I said the gated to the fly.
When do you think they'll unify the tag team titles? They're not going to. They shouldn't.
That's a terrible idea.
They shouldn't unify the tag team titles, and they're not going to. They're on separate networks for a reason. They're not going to share those tag titles unless they come up with a super duper awesome plan that Fox agrees with and USA Network agrees with, which I highly fucking doubt. If you were to erase one pay-per-view in history forever, what would it be, and what pay would you like to? It's gonna be Extreme Rules, and I would bring back Judgment Day or Cyber Sunday. I'd make it Cyber Sunday and let the fans really vote. Like I would literally post the shit online on WWE.com and let them vote. I would make sure I had some firewalls and shit up so motherfuckers can't hack my shit. Or niggas be tripping. Me either. I can't be in no haunted house. I get to tearing up and shooting. Hell no. Shooting what?
Shooting what?
Blanks? Honestly, I don't need to go to haunted houses. My family has a generation full of paranormal experiences. Keep that shit where you at, King. I don't even want to hear nothing about it. They transfer, and I ain't trying to hear that shit, okay? I'm trying to keep it positive. Don't come over here with that bullshit. I wasn't hating. Why would y'all pay for a haunted house when all y'all got to do is have someone hide around the corner and go boom? Oh, bitch, we don't have shit like that. We got like 7 floors of hell and All Hallows Eve at Cedar Point. And that shit is not motherfucking just no jump out of the back and scare you to death. That shit is like you can only one way in and one way out, and you cannot go backwards. Like they have a haunted hospital, they have a haunted school. Every year they put new shit up, and that shit get bigger and bigger. The 7 floors of hell is fucking bananas. This bitch said a Nerf gun. Hell no. Social media is this most popular thing right now. So Cyber Sunday as pay-per-view or Raw or SmackDown episode could work. Pay it per view. I don't want no Raw or SmackDown Cyber Sunday because that don't even make sense. It don't make sense, baby. Marlon is probably a BB gun. And Will, hell no. Damn, they finna jack this nigga for his check. Oh, that's fucked up. Ain't that the one you gotta sign a waiver? Yep. But there's a bunch of places like I said, they have a haunted hospital. They have the 7 floors of hell, All Hallows Eve. What's the other haunted house they got, Jared? The ones out there in Parma and Pepper Pike.
Shit, I can't remember. I know they go in Nightmare on Painesville.
Yeah, it's Nightmare on Painesville. That's a big ass Nightmare on Painesville is a big it's like a farm. And the whole place is haunted. They got barns and all kind of shit. And like I said, it's one way in and one way out. I don't like that. I need to have an exit in case shit catch on fucking fire. I need to be able to go where I got to go. Wait, you guys sign a what? You have to sign a waiver so that the haunted house or wherever you're going they're not liable if something happens to you, or if, like, y'all happen to fight.
Who is fighting at a haunted house?
You're gonna tell me watching this goddamn Chappelle show. All we got is Eastern State, Jason's Woods, and Field of Screams. Probably more, but I gotta pee and eat a snack. It's a bunch of haunted houses here. They have them more specifically in the suburbs. They're scarier out there because the white folks be doing some crazy shit. I just go to orchards and donuts with apple cider. I can't do haunted anything but watch it. I'm not gonna watch it either. Shit, the fuck. Oh my god, it searched it up. I searched it up. First thing I see is news about 11-year-old getting stabbed from 3 days ago. The fuck
Oh
is you looking
yeah.
at? Something from my city?
Was it
Who got stabbed?
some 11-year-old boy that went to a haunted house and the worker was trying to scare him? Stabbed him in the foot on
With
accident.
a real knife?
Yeah. That ain't funny, but
You
what
don't know
the
no
hell's
damn
going
shit.
on?
Niggas getting stabbed and you 3? That's the hardest motherfucking story you tell anybody. Like, yeah, I got stabbed when I was 3 years old. It was hard out here in these streets. I'm sorry. I'm
They
sorry.
stabbed you with a steak knife. I never been in no haunted house. I have been to Fright Fest though.
Math. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get on here tomorrow. I promise I'll be more interesting. I'm tired and I gotta get up early in the morning. So I'll see y'all tomorrow after NXT. I don't have to record nothing tomorrow, so I'll see y'all for sure after NXT. Have a good night.
All right, y'all.